This video will describe how to draw your final drawing. 3 things that you will be graded on. 1 is neatness. 2, accuracy. And 3, symmetry. Neatness is described as excessive eraser marks, drawing a line multiple times. It's not a neat drawing. 2nd is accuracy. If something needs to be 3 inches long, measure it. Make sure it is drawn at 3 inches long. Use your ruler. 3, symmetry. Symmetry is like a butterfly. If you cut it down the middle, the left side of the bridge is going to look like the right side of the bridge. Bridges are symmetrical. I will check for that. To begin, I'm going to start with my roadway. I'm going to lay my ruler down and I'm going to draw a 12-inch roadway. My bridge is 12 inches long. The gap that we are spanning is 10. If we draw a 10-inch bridge for a 10-inch gap, the bridge will fall in the gap. So we have a 12-inch bridge. Notice the nice, neat line. The next thing, I'm going to reference my sketch, and we're going to draw this one. I need to create the outer supports, the roof, and then the inner triangle, as well as the vertical. So I begin by finding the center. The page is 11 by 17. That's how big your paper is. So with a little bit of subtraction, division, however you want to take it, 8.5 is going to be the center. So 8.5 plus 8.5, it's going to make it 17. So now we have to do that for the bottom. And we make our mark at 8.5. Now these little marks are not going to affect your grade as long as they are small little tick marks. Let's use our ruler once again to strike that line. Please understand that this page has been copied multiple times, and there's a good chance that it may not be perfect. So let's just do our best to make, nice, neat 90-degree angles. Okay, we have our 90-degree angle there. So now I have to create the outer working of the bridge. I'm going to decide that this area here is going to be 2 inches in from the edge. So what I need to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to measure what I have from here to here is 3.5. Add 2, that'll put me at 5.5. So I'm going to go to 5.5. Evaluating, I think that's a little too much. I'm going to keep it at 5. So you're allowed to redesign at this point if need be. Okay, so I have my mark, and then I'm going to make my connections. All right, just another double check. There we go. So I'm going to match up my points, create my line. Notice that I'm not drawing the roof. I'm going to use the pre-existing line on the template. We'll do the second side, which is our left side here. We're making the same mark at 5 inches. I'm going to connect the dots here. And there we are. It's looking fairly close to our sketch. We're getting there. I now need that inner triangle. My inner triangle will go from here all the way to here. So once again, we'll be connecting our dots. And then the last side. Now you'll notice that I did not put a substructure on this one. I've chose not to do the substructure for mine. But for yours, if you decide to do your substructure, you have this area down here to create that. You can simply use this line right here because this will be the edge of the abutment. You will have to draw and build this. And then if you choose to do a simple line there, you'll be able to draw and then build that there. So right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces on the outer work, 5, 6, and then 7 members that I have to create for this truss. This concludes the video of drawing your final drawing.